Hello, my dear students. Today we will do the question answers for our doctor's journal entry for August the 6th, 1945. Let's do the first passage. First one is suddenly a strong flash, then another startled me. I saw the old stone lantern brightly lit magnesium flares. While I debated it, the roof, the walls, and as it seemed, the world collapsed in timber and debris. Dust swirled around me in the garden now and weird. My drawers and undershirt disappeared. Who is a speaker? Where was he at the moment? And what pleased him? Answer is the speaker is a doctor. And for the question, where was he at the moment? The answer is he was in the garden of his house. And what pleased him? The pleasant morning, calm, beautiful, and warm, pleased him. Second question is what happened suddenly? What thought came across the speaker's mind? Suddenly, strong flashes, one after the other, appeared. The thought of magnesium flares came across the speaker's mind. He could not think that they were flashes before the nuclear explosion. Third question is what happened to the house and the speaker's clothes? The walls and the roof collapsed into timber and debris. The speaker's clothes just disappeared. Fourth question is whom did he call later in panic? What were his fears? The speaker called his wife aloud in panic. He feared she was no more. Describe the physical condition of the doctor and his wife. The doctor was badly injured. His right side was bleeding. His cheek was torn. The artery in his neck seemed to have punctured. His wife was frightened and blood-stained. Her elbow seemed to have been dislocated. Second passage. A splinter jutted from my mangled thigh. My right side bled, my cheek was torn, and I dislodged detachedly a piece of glass, all the time wondering what had come to pass. Where was my wife? Alarmed, I gave a shout. Where are you, Yakusan? My blood gushed out, the artery in my neck, scared for my life. I called out, panic stricken, to my wife. First question what had happened on that calm morning? And the answer is a nuclear bomb had exploded that calm morning, causing all round destruction, killing, and injuring a large number of people. The second question is what did the doctor notice about his injuries? Answer the doctor noticed that the right side of his body was bleeding. His cheek was torn. A sharp piece of glass had pierced his body. He feared the artery in his neck had been punctured. Why did the doctor think he would die? The doctor thought he would die as a result of excessive blood loss due to the injury to his artery in the neck. Fourth question is what did the doctor decide? What happened as he and his wife came out of their house? The doctor decided to come out of their house. As he and his wife came out of their house, they fell, tripped by the head of a dead person. What should have been a cause of shame to the speaker? Why did he not feel any shame? The speaker's nakedness should have been a cause of shame to himself. However, he felt no shame as he was totally dazed and numbed. Third passage is pale, blood-stained, frightened Yakusen emerged, holding her elbow. We'll be fine, I urged. Let's get out quickly. Stumbling to the street, we fell, tripped by something at our feet. I gasped out when I saw it was a head. Excuse me, please excuse me. He was dead. A gate had crushed him. There we stood afraid. First question is where was the speaker? Why was he afraid of his life? And the answer is the speaker was in the garden of his house. He was afraid for his life because blood was gushing out of his artery in the neck. Second question, why did the speaker have to assure his wife that they would be fine? Answer is as his wife was in a very bad condition, the speaker had to assure her that they would be fine. Third question, what startled them on the way? On the way, they saw horrible scenes. A house collapsed before their eyes. There was a dead man crushed by a gate. A fire rose from the debris and was soon spread by the wind. Fourth question is, why did the doctor feel no shame at his nakedness? The doctor was so dazed and numbed that he felt no shame at his nakedness. Last question is, what did the doctor notice about the wounded people heading towards the hospital? The doctor noticed that the wounded people were heading towards the hospital with outstretched arms to avoid touching the painful wounds, causing more pain.